professional,
compassionate,
thoughtful, cerebral,
innovative,
dedicated,
kind-hearted,
hard to keep up with, and caring. He really cares about his employees and the community here in Arvada.
So Chief Wick is one of the most kind, caring, and considerate person ever. And he gives back to his community. He believes in helping others, making sure that we all have what we need to be successful individuals. He's an amazing man. I've worked with him for the last few years. I just adore seeing him. He comes to things, he's very supportive. He wants to make sure that everyone has what they need.
Well, I believe Chief Wick won the Image Award because he is just an outstanding member of the community in addition to being an outstanding Chief of Police. By far and away, he's the best Chief of Police I've ever worked with. He cares deeply about the community. He understands policing, he understands public safety, but what sets him apart is the fact that he cares so much about the community, and he applies policing in Arvada around the solving of community problems.
My relationship with Don goes back a long time. And even as a young civilian rider, I was looking for a police department, and I was riding with the Arvada Police Department. And a young Sergeant Wick came up and introduced himself to me and welcomed me to the city. And I thought, wow, what a very nice thing to do. Certainly not something that I expected at the police department, and something I hadn't received at other police departments that I've been with. Since that time, he's always been very encouraging and mentoring to me. But not just me, he really cares about the growth and development of all his people and all his employees and supervisors and command staff. He's always looking to help them become better at what they do. And he's always thinking about succession planning, about who can continue, I think, the legacy at the Arvada Police Department.
The thing about Chief Wick that always puts a smile on my face is that he's a community member first and a police officer second. And I think that he polices that way. I think that he looks at what kind of community do I want to be a part of and how do I want to keep it safe. But he looks at it from such a broad range, from economic development to parks to all the different things that make a whole community. And he realizes that policing is one part of it and it's an important part. And so he really approaches policing from those eyes.
I think Don's image comes from the fact that he believes, and he's taught the rest of us at the police department, that the Arvada Police Department isn't just a law enforcement agency. We're a police service agency. We do a lot of things that aren't typically considered law enforcement related. That's why we've gotten involved in things like mental health issues, the homeless community, the backpack program and the food bank. And so I think his image comes from the fact that he isn't singularly focused.
When you think of who we want, who is that image in your head of who is the Arvada image? I think of Don Wick.
But I gotta tell you, Chief Wick has a terrible jump shot. I mean, there's no mechanics, no real rhythm to it. He just kind of just throws it up there as if the basketball was burning a hole in his hands. So if I was going to give Chief Wick some advice, I would say work on your jump shot. You definitely do not remind anyone of Steph Curry. I think if you could really improve on that, you would be completely awesome.